Hey everybody, today I want to go over two important shots that everybody should know how to hit around the green. We're going to go over how you can hit low releasing shots and how you can hit high shots that spin and stop. So the first shot I want to talk about is the low releasing shot, and it's an absolutely very important shot that you want to be able to hit well and consistently because you're going to have an awful lot of opportunity to do it. It's very low risk. You're not taking a big swing, so you don't have to worry about a lot of mishits. Even your mishits end up being somewhat okay. The other thing with it too is even on bad lies, so like there's some little divots around here. If my ball was say in a little divot, this is the shot you're going to want to play. Like I'm not going to try and hit a high spinning shot out of a divot. I'm just going to accept the ball from the lie is going to want to roll. So you're going to want to practice this shot because you're going to probably hit it a decent bit. Big thing to factor in is just making sure you're picking the right club. There's a lot of different thoughts of what you can do. Like you could chip with a 7-iron if you wanted to. For me, I don't like to hit shots on the course as long as I can avoid it that I haven't practiced a lot. And so like I kind of go down to a pitching wedge because for me it's really consistent. I know a pitching wedge, if I hit it like a third of the distance, it's going to roll about 2/3 the rest of the way. It's just really consistent. And I do chip with a pitching wedge a little bit. Like I don't chip with a 7-iron ever. So I wouldn't want to necessarily grab a 7-iron because I'm not really quite 100% sure exactly how it's going to go. So again, with this though, a couple easy tips is you're going to want to go ahead and get closer to the ball with your feet a little bit together. You don't want a wide stance when you're hitting chips, and you don't want to be back where you would be hitting a full shot. Feet inside your shoulders. You're going to be closer to the ball. And with that, an easy kind of thing to think about is if your hands would normally rest about here, feel like your handle is raised. And when it's raised, the toe of the club, you're going to think toe down, handle up. And it really just kind of lets you have a short up and down, clean stroke as a chip. So just some simple tips there to be able to do that. So again, feet are together, handles up, toe down. Just an easy little chip. You can see it just does its thing. It just runs. So just a really important shot. You're going to want to be able to hit these around the green. And again, the big thing for me is lie too. If you have a bad lie, the ball's probably going to release anyways. So you just want to practice what that looks like and what that feels like. It'd do me a really big favor. You can hit that like and subscribe button. So now we want to talk about hitting a little bit higher chip shot, pitch shot. First thing is, you can see we're going to the white water bottle. Like I can't really run this. There's a giant hill and it's all downhill before the green. So not a great opportunity to hit a low runner. The biggest thing, whenever you're thinking about bringing the ball up and trying to spin it, your lie. Your lie dictates everything. There's like a little depression divot right here. If my ball was sitting in there, guess what? I'm hitting a low shot and running it through there because I'm not going to be able to make clean contact with this and bring the ball up high and spin it. Maybe 1 out of 10, but that's too risky. That's what I was saying is the low shots are really handy to have because your lie will dictate it. But here, we got a good lie, basically a little teed up. Picking the right club. Just make sure you grab your 60 or your 56. Just a couple things to think about just to be able to hit these shots. I think the first thing is just realizing that you're hitting down on the ball. I see a lot where people, when they're trying to hit the ball up higher, they're trying to lift the ball up. And that's not how it works. You're hitting down on the ball, and the loft of the club is what's going to bring it up. So you want a clean downward strike. You can get your feet just comfortable. I like to still have them inside my shoulder widths because I'm hitting a short shot here. And I'm still going to stand relatively close to the ball. And just a downward strike. And I like to think about finishing my follow through a little bit. I don't want to kind of stab at it and have a short follow through. I'm trying to hit this ball up high and soft. So I'm actually going to have a little bit longer swing. And I'm going to focus on my follow through and finishing the shot and not being scared of it. So let's see what we can do here. Yeah, so just nothing really hard or crazy about it. A couple things, again, just focus on is hitting down, getting a clean strike, and just letting the ball go up and do what it's going to do. So this is, a short chip too. I'm not hitting like a really long shot. I'm hitting the shot because I kind of have to. But again, just striking down on the ball, making sure I feel like I finish the swing, and just trusting the club to let it do its job, which is getting the ball up and letting it land soft. I hope this was helpful.